Well, hello everyone. So it seems like Mike Saha here responded to a number of people to reprove them, to correct them. I responded to a comment I made, and I don't really have time to sift through the whole thing right now. So I'm going to just respond to a portion, just only because that he expects me not to defend myself because um, he says I'm weak, or he defames me, or he calls me a fat pussy, you know. So I'm just repeating that what he said. If you would like to see that, just go to this about around the 33-minute mark on his video, and you'll see that. It's probably a little bit between 33 and 23 seconds. So, um, so I just wanted to defend myself. That really, I'm not afraid to respond. You know, you think I picked a war, but the point was that you know he's lifting up. He's the point was I responding to that he Edward attacks these channels because he's jealous of these channels of higher numbers and whatnot. And really, you're like defending them, but when what he's really doing is calling them out. So he questioned my ability to teach, that I'm really just parroting off a script of sorts. So we'll look at this. Let me switch something. There we go.
Of God has a gift of teaching. God has given the ability to understand the scriptures, know the scriptures better than the average Christian, and the ability to communicate what they can see. That's a Bible teaching, gift of teaching. Somebody that opens up the Bible can understand and see the truth better than the average run-of-the-mill Christian, and have the ability to communicate what they can see in the scriptures to other Christians. That's a Bible teacher. Okay, somebody knows, understands the Bible better than the average Christian, and has the ability to communicate it.
And you think I don't have that ability? That's just only your own opinion, your own exact accusation.
Okay, you lack the ability. That's a teacher. You lack the ability. Ed lacks the ability. So what you do, you go to sermonaudio.com and get a text or whatever website you go to, and you want to make a video about praying or something like this. You find a video and prep for your video. You don't have the power to do what I do, to go live and teach right off the top of it.
So I go to a script, and I go to a script and copy and parrot it some other buddy's sermon. I'll show you. I'll show you what I do. Let's see here. Um, Let me switch this. Okay, I just got really done. What I do normally, everything's really off the cuff here. That's what works best, or works most of the time, really. This is just notes, a slide. I just come up with scripted verses and stuff like that. Um, Sometimes I actually write out, and these are my words right here. They don't come from any other place. And so I quote, this is about historians. So I bring up quotes, stuff like that, but these are my words. I don't parrot. How you say, you know, the Edward and I go to commentary books, often, yes, Edward has a lot of going through works and other people's books and what have you, a lot of it. Um, to warn people what they say and stuff like that as a teaching tool, really. Um, Pastors do, preachers and Bible teachers do all the time. For examples, they actually uh, they use like their real life situations for illustrations. But it's not a bad thing to look to other Christians for a commentary. I do look at commentaries. So what? Um, I check myself with other people. That's why I do. Or if I lack understandings in some points that I want to make sure I'm not totally in left field, I do check them. But that's the thing. These people on YouTube here, they think, well, it's only the Holy. We only need the Holy Spirit to teach us. That the Holy Spirit doesn't teach it. That we only need. Yes, it's only the Holy Spirit to teach us. But it's not the only way. Is not that He will open our eyes to Scripture. That's the only way. He teaches us through other people also. You know, if other Christians didn't need teachers, then what is the apostles writing? The apostle Paul writing his letters. They should have already knew that through the Holy Spirit. They should have wrote their own writings or relied on their own knowledge and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't come up with nothing. I don't copy nothing. Most of the time, it's off the cuff. I don't write out a script. And even if it is a script, I write it. You can tell the way I write things. Often I say, today we'll be doing this, today we'll be doing that. Nobody really starts that way. That's just how I start. So it's really for me. And you just the way I write, the way I think. So yeah. Um, Back to this video. And a strange thing. I know he said before that he says that when he goes outside, when he sees government vehicles stalking him and whatnot when he goes out. But this is a new thing that I never heard him say. I mean, back years ago, I used to pay attention, but I haven't been paying attention. But even from years ago, I haven't heard this from him. I think it's right out here. Make sure the sound is on. Yeah.
We're not allowed to go outside. Because if I go outside, sometimes there's a car working for the government takes like a driving past, spraying with a toxic chemical in my face. Sometimes I go to the supermarket, they put something slip on the floor, try to make me have an accident, fall and hit my head on the floor. Restricting my liberty, similar to somebody having an ankle bracelet. We're not allowed to go outside. Because if I go outside, sometimes there's a car working for the government takes like a driving past, spraying with a toxic chemical in my face. Sometimes
So if that's true, then if it is true, then fine. I grant you that the government could be doing that to keep their citizens under control. And it's believable in this day and age. But especially targeting you, I'm not entirely convinced of that. I wouldn't know exactly, but I wouldn't be convinced of that. They would totally destroy your life. You're putting out truth, they would destroy your life. Really, they wouldn't even let you have any type of platform. If you have a if if you have a tag on your head, really, they'll prevent you from doing all that. They wouldn't let you speak. Now let's look at Ralph Yankee Arnold says about tithing. He describes that why he tithes. You know, the Lord has blessed him so much that that's what he feels convicted to do. Um, Other than he says something about that when you spend your money on frivolous things, and when you say, well, I can't tithe or invest my money in ministry, anybody's or the church, you're robbing God's money, you're robbing God. Oh, that's the point. You know, if you say you can't um, uh, donate, and then you go and waste it on frivolous things, that's the thing. That's the only thing really. Besides that. Um, so let's show this.
Because of all the concerns that you have. Now look what he says here. Look in verse 7. Every man according as he purposes in his heart, so let him give, not grudgingly or of necessity, for God loveth a cheerful giver. Now, I don't tell a person how much they should give. I simply say under the law and before the law, that's what they gave. I simply believe it's a good principle to give. It's a good average for me to figure out. And therefore, I do it because I want to. I hardly ever call what I give a tithe. I just know how much it is, and I want to do at least that much. Because if they could do that under law, why shouldn't I at least do that much under grace? Because of all that he's done for me. And I believe that if I take a tenth of whatever God gives to me, and I invest it into his work, like he says, I believe that if I do it willingly, I believe he's going to bless the 90% that I have left in a greater way. Because if I...
Okay, that's what I see. Anyways, if it's not true that they're spraying chemicals in your face, then that's pretty sad, really. Anyways, so that's really all I have really time for now, right now. Because I wanted to really defend myself like I really need to, but I won't. He expected me not to defend myself, so here it is. And really, I don't think you can really do much about it because I'm not really playing your video. Other than a mint there and a mint here. I just really have to speak more than I played, speak proportionally more than I played your video, really, because then it's not really trying to copy or counterfeit. So, yeah, that's my effort to defend myself, so he doesn't expect that I'm not willing to. So we'll see you next time. Yeah, I'm really running out of time really to investigate everything here. So we'll see you next time. We'll see you whatever if I've been if I get showed something. Yeah, if it's fast enough, I'll probably not make another video, but probably stop trying again, or not stop trying. Really, I'm not going to go out my way. So we'll see you next time.